Saturday morning, about 7:30. Temperature has come up a little bit since yesterday morning. It's not as cold, still pretty nice. This is the F loop, the Foxtrot Loop. No, check that, this is not. This is the A loop. You can see there's some pull-throughs for RVs. And it's a pretty campground, lots of nice trees, and each campsite is fairly well screened from the next one, so that's good. Uh, 10 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, and I am off here to do a loop hike somewhere between 5 and 10 miles from the Lost Lake store clockwise around the lake to the Huckleberry Trail, up to the Pacific Crest Trail northbound to a junction that will take me back into a road near the camp entrance and back. So I'm hoping that'll work out. We'll find out. About 10 minutes in, transiting the, what's this, the east side of the lake? PCT probably is on the other side of that ridge. Just guessing, although it could be on it. We'll find out when we get there. This is the path that goes around the lake. It's not all boardwalk, but some pieces are. All right, here's the junction to the Huckleberry Trail, which I'm going to go up on to the Pacific Crest, hopefully. That direction continues around the lake, and this direction goes to the PCT. Headed up into the woods. Well, based on the signage, it looks like from the Huckleberry Junction to the PCT is a little under 2 miles. And looking at the map legend on the sign, I'm saying the whole loop I'm gonna hike is maybe 7-ish. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. The trick will be finding the splitter trail off the PCT back down to the lake. All right, we're going up. We'll switch back here around this knob, maybe. Oh boy, yeah, that was definitely some up. There's Lost Lake below me, hundreds of feet down. So I'll have to do the calculator to see how many feet per mile gain this little spur trail is. Definitely on a full resupply, it would definitely get your attention, but I don't think it's super long, so that helps. See, Mount Hood, you can't see it, it's through the trees over there. All right, I should be coming up on the Pacific Crest soon. Well, lucky me, they've been through on the trail and cut the blowdowns and done trail maintenance. Get too many of these things, it really wears you out. So I should be maybe 2 to 3 tenths away from the PCT on line of sight anyway, according to my app legend. Trail is eased considerably from below, and so far no real natural water sources. I saw a patch of, I guess, wet ground next to the trail, just a little bit back, about a minute or two back, but a lot of dry seasonal streams this time of year on this trail anyway, the Huckleberry. Okay, probably still sneaking up on the PCT, but as I swing around, my first view of Mount Hood through the trees. Yeah, nice. PCT basically goes along the west and north side of Mount Hood, coming up here headed toward Cascade Locks. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I see the PCT in my location on Guthook, but Guthook does not show the Huckleberry Trail. But at least you get a fairly decent idea of where you are in relation to the PCT. All right, here's the Pacific Crest, an old friend. All right, nice. All right, back on the PCT northbound. Ran into a couple of women. One was northbounding, one southbounding. Camped there at the junction last night. They're both doing sections, but I think one of them has through hiked it back same year I did. Here's the junction to Salvation Spring, which is just down on the side of that ridge there in that little depression. Stayed there overnight back in 15. It was kind of one of the few water sources decently close to the trail in this area. And then next morning got up and went Cascade Locks early afternoon. Well, I don't remember. I had no reason to be looking for the junction I'm looking for today, back down to Lost Lake, but I think 2 to 3 miles up here. I don't think it showed on Guthook. Sometimes they'll mark a junction. It just depends how significant it is. And I don't think there's any water source there, so that would be another reason to mark it. Wow, mega blowdown area. You can see all the trees that have been toppled, probably from wind. And wow, what a mess. This would have been could be a potential really tough bushwhack to get through this before it was cleared. Thank you, trail crews. I appreciate your work. So, on the Pacific Crest living up to its name, I'm on a ridge. That's Mount Adams straight out through those trees. And so that's east. And this is the west side. Can't see too much through the trees, but it is. And I'm just trekking along, keeping my eye out for this junction that will take me back to Lost Lake. I hope it's somewhat easy to see. I don't really want to hike into Cascade Locks. I mean, it's definitely doable with them today, but definitely way off. And then someone would have to come get me. That's just not what we want. Well, there's Lost Lake. Yeah, I can even see the boathouse from here, I think. But I'm going to come in on the this side, this end, off to the left, hopefully, on the entrance road. So this junction should be coming up maybe within a mile. We'll see. Oh man, this is so good. I am in my happy zone. All right, well, my clear trail luck has ended, at least here. It's a blowdown I'm gonna have to climb over and under. Oh boy. And the carnage continues. This is about 100 feet later. Holy crap. Looks like they went around. Okay, and a couple of more for effect. I hope it opens up after this. And I hope that splitter trail isn't buried in all this carnage.